stuff like that. All right, so those of you in the room that don't know me, I'm Major Jeff Cotner. I'm the commander of the Victim Crime section of the Crimes Against Persons Division. I'm going to talk about a homicide that occurred on November 2nd, 3200 Holmes Street. At approximately 9:42 a.m., a black female was found deceased in a vacant lot at 3200 Holmes. The body was partially nude. There were indications she had been sexually assaulted. However, there were no obvious signs of blunt force trauma. On November 3rd, the Dallas County Medical Examiner's Office performed an autopsy and ruled the cause of death as strangulation. The medical examiner identified the victim as Amber Anderson. Physical evidence was collected from Ms. Anderson and has been submitted for analysis. Results are pending. Homicide detectives spent several days canvassing the neighborhood and identifying potential video. Hours of video collected have been scoured by detectives, yet no information has been developed related to the murder. The Southeast Patrol Division increased patrols and surveillance activities. Also, a comprehensive review of ag assault and sexual assault offenses was conducted by the Crimes Against Person Division analyst. No trend was identified. Detectives also reviewed the aggravated assault offense which occurred on September 3rd at 3100 Pine Street. This offense is commonly referred as the Opportunity Park offense. They do not appear to be related. A witness near where Miss Anderson was found recalls hearing a vehicle with a loud muffler, possibly a truck or an SUV, in the alley near 3200 Holmes between the hours of 2 and 3 a.m. Excuse me, 2-page. Miss Anderson was known to frequent the car wash at 2800 Martin Luther King. That's near the intersection of Malcolm X. Miss Anderson also has been previously arrested for prostitution. It is possible she got into a vehicle at the car wash or nearby prior to her death. And the last thing I want to share that on November 5th, the Vice Section of the Dallas Police Department conducted a prostitution diversion initiative. The Vice Section does this every month, moves throughout the city in areas in which prostitution has a frequency. Generally, it does occur in the southern part of the city. On the November 5th date, the operation happened to be at the Southeast Patrol Operations Division. Homicide detectives were present, and they were able to interview several individuals that were contacted by law enforcement that night. And again, some of those leads, actually none of the leads have taken us to the point where we need to be in the investigation. We have gotten tips as well from the public. And so the flyer here is that we're certainly requesting the public's assistance. We've shared everything we pretty much know to date about Miss Anderson's murder. It's important that the community help us in this regard, give us the information that we need to help solve this solve this murder. Certainly Crime Stoppers is available to anyone that wishes to choose that route. The Crime Stoppers is offering a reward up to $5,000 for the arrest and the indictment of the individual or individuals responsible for this crime. I've also got on here Detective Casey Shelton. He's the homicide detective, and his phone number is 214-671-3612. We'll post this, or you guys can take this picture and then you can enlarge it as you need, and then we'll go from there. So, Tristan, question? Anybody got a question? Yes, ma'am.
Said that on November 5th you kind of put together an operation.
No, ma'am. What it is that the Vice Section does a prostitution diversion initiative each month. It's a regularly scheduled operation that is led by the Vice Section. The murder had occurred 3 days earlier. Once Miss Anderson's identity had been confirmed, we were then able to find that she did have some prostitution activity in her history. From that, and also talking with family members. So from that, we felt like going to the initiative and interviewing individuals that were contacted that night would be beneficial for us. And it was beneficial in that we received information. Unfortunately, we have not been able to solve the murder.
Okay. Was there any lab work, DNA taken, sex assault kit?
There has been physical evidence processed. Tristan, the results are pending.
How was, who found her? Did somebody report her missing?
A passerby found her. Again, she's in this field. She's partially nude. I will tell you that she's topless, that her pants, her trousers have been pulled down a little bit. So she was found in that condition and then notified the police.
Were there any signs of a struggle on her part?
There was no obvious signs of a blunt force trauma, and then some of those things I'm going to hold back, Tristan.
What did you say again about the loud truck or possibly SUV?
I thank you for asking it. There's a witness that when the canvassing that was conducted by detectives, they identified an individual that lived nearby. There's 3,200 homes. And he was alerted between the hour of 2 and 3 a.m. by a very loud truck or SUV. The witness describes these mufflers, whether it's the exhaust was broken or whether it had been modified, dual pipes or something to that extent. But it would be a larger engine, generally a V8 type of engine that would make that type of noise. So he's somewhat mechanically inclined. He said it was a V8. So then there's some speculation that it was either a truck or an SUV. But it was idling in that alley, and that was near where Miss Anderson was found.
You didn't get a look at it though?
No, he did not.
What else do you know about Miss Anderson at all?
Well,
Family members, or?
Well, Miss Anderson did frequent the car wash at Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and that's where she's known to be. So, that is some distance from Holmes. There is some speculation on our part that she was offered a ride or took a ride and got into someone's vehicle and was then transported to 3,200 homes. There's some speculation there in that regard. She was not known to frequent or stand around 3,200 homes. Again, she was known to frequent over by the car wash. So those are the activities that we do know about Miss Anderson. That's where she tended to be often.
And what block again was the car wash?
2800 block of Martin Luther King.
Is that location known for prostitution?
Well, Tristan, that general area, there is a frequency of prostitution in that general area. You'll have to ask somebody from the Southeast Operations Division about specific offenses there at 2800. All right, guys, thanks very much. And the takeaways, please. We're looking for assistance here. Please, please push out that possibly a truck, certainly something in that alley. Anybody that may have seen Miss Anderson get into a vehicle at the car wash or they're around the car wash, that's very important. Share our phone numbers. Please post it at Crime Stoppers is offering a reward. Okay? And if y'all have any additional questions, please send them over to PIO and I'll help you out. Thank you.